Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the World Explorer podcast. This is the podcast where every week we take a random prompt and we create an entire world around it. My name is Cassie, and as always, I'm joined with Isaac. You know I do. Usually, although I have been known to have rage war against them before. Origami. Okay, I'm gonna need a moment to process what you just said. Out of all the things, that was not what nope, I would not have guessed that one. Okay. Does this kill them? Or are they still alive? But are they like frozen in place, or can they be moved? Out of curiosity, is the tape also sentient? It's something already. That's horrifying. So we have chopped up paper that's glued and taped into place to force to be the wall. Can they still talk? Yeah, but that sounds like... Can't they just moan and protest really, really loudly? I mean, they're already suffering in pain. They might as well moan about it. Tears? They're crying now? Doesn't that just disintegrate them? Are they able to commit suicide by crying enough to kill themselves so they can leave this existence? Metaphorically? They're not real tears. I feel like the pencils have to wear like headphones though if they want to get any sleep. I know if I was a paper that was forced into this, I would make so much noise and ruckus, and I would insult every person that passed by me constantly just to bug them. Because, you know, at this point it's either like, just end me now or free me. Either way, I'm not stopping. Yes. So what if they started like singing songs of like happiness and joy? Would that drive them mad? Could they can I reverse psychology this? But like I said, like who at this point, you're already impaled. You're already taped together into a building. I'm ready to go, and I will go out in flames. But here's that: I'm their home. They burn me, and it all comes down. Right? That's how the paper is. Exactly. Exactly. Just end it. Then they're free. But they're free. They can go and live in craft heaven, where I don't know, maybe they're just flat paper now and they're not bent, or maybe they're folded into some beautiful shape like a crane or bird that lets them fly about. I don't know. I don't know what. So then they just get transformed into something new, and if they're lucky, maybe they'll get used as like the wrapper of a pencil or something, and then they can become the elitist. I'm sorry. Wait, how does paper turn into styrofoam? I mean, they could be turned into a. How is? Do you know how styrofoam works? A paper cup, yeah. I'll give you that. Well, I ask it water drinking. I want to know. I don't chew on my paper cups, but I have to. But I want to know. I don't. I do crush them when I'm done with them, though. It's very satisfying. Okay. Look, eventually the painless cycle ends, right? They get burned and they turn into ash, and then they get to go to craft heaven, where again, I don't know what heaven for paper looks like, but. Aww, it's the heaven of paper airports. That's adorable. You don't know how cotton balls work, do you? Okay, alright, I'm following you now. Is being a sweater nice? Ooh. I mean, it's not always so. I'm just curious. Is it? But no, I have a question though, Isaac. I was just wondering if it's like more comfortable for like the yarn to be like hand crocheted or knit into something, or if machine is painful, like by like in a factory. Okay, fair. Okay, you can go back now. I'm sorry, a lot of crafts can't kneel. I don't think a ruler can kneel. I don't think other pencils can kneel. I don't think markers can. They could like take their hats off. Okay, well that's a little different than kneeling. What erasers do you have that can bend in half? What type of erasers do you have that can bend in half without like tearing themselves? No, I have one in my pencil right now, and I can tell you if I tried to bend this in half, it would start tearing. Where are these and where can I find them? You have some? I'm just intrigued by this. I fiddle with erasers, so the idea of having an eraser that won't break when I play with it just appeals to me. That's all. Yeah. Okay, again, sorry, that was off topic. I've learned about a new art thing. Mm-hmm. So the packaging is not alive. So, you know, all the crayons and markers can live in their boxes still together. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, how it still so the cardboard box itself is the thing like producing life, which means that a cardboard box with cardboard in it can make that cardboard alive. Okay, so this is a world in which cardboard boxes bring things to life. Oh, it's just okay, sure. So then nothing else can be brought to life inside of it. I mean, I guess, yeah, like, that just means whatever's in it when it's packaged up the first time is the only thing that'll be alive, because you have to break a seal to add new things in. Yeah. Is this the part where I make a uprising against the pencils? I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about how paper could commit suicide to save itself. That's a contribution. You did that too. Okay, the paper. I will take responsibility for the paper plane heaven, but I will not for the cotton ball. That was all you. I don't know how to fight pencils. Yeah, but okay, so what type of pencils are these? Are these, my first thought is that these gotta be the number 2, because they believe they're superior to all, even though they're not. Colored pencils? Oh. So they're not even, like, mechanical pencils. Or double. So are you saying like nicer colored pencils are also being ruled by these colored pencils? So you're saying this is a craft world of... So you're saying like this craft person has like tons of paper and like this whole station full of craft supplies, but they don't invest beyond like $2. Like, I'm poor and I have high quality colored pencils, and I don't even do art that like coloring and drawing that much. Yeah, I know how Animal Farm works, thanks. So, wait, they're ordering now? So you're saying it's the pencils that are, like, ordering the craft supplies and stuff? Oh, I don't know, but assumed that this was like a Toy Story situation and there's a human who runs the desk, but every time they leave, they come to life. I just got like the worst image in my head when you said that. I didn't like it. Is it just the pencils that did it? They forced the others along? Oh my god, it is Animal Farm. To get rid of the humans, I feel like they did a lot worse than fling rubber band. Oh, no! No, 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 this just got rated R. Let's not. No, it doesn't matter. We don't need to go into detail about how they killed the humans. Isaac, there's no way to make this clean. If craft supplies were to become sentient and attack us, that'd just be the end of it. That'd be it. We'd be done. There's nothing we could do against it. I'm already imagining what the scissors did. Although I only have like one pair of scissors, so they'd be on their own. All my other scissors are like the special paper scissors, and those can't cut like humans, cause they're dull. They can only cut paper. They're craft scissors. They do like decorative edges. So, is that what you call them? I don't know. I like them for Christmas cards. Okay. Question. What happens? You know, these people are dead. And suddenly their credit card is being used and still delivered to their house. Is no one questioning this? Yeah. Uh-huh. What? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. That's not how that works. Especially considering we've already established there's phones and their paperwork is digital. Uh-huh. Oh yeah, clearly this is a kid's art supply because they don't have nice colored pencils. You're telling me the X-Acto blade's not alive? Why? What did it do? But don't they... okay, I'm just curious. What's the pencil sharpener standings amongst all this? It's a kid's desk. They would have a rock collection. But, like, but don't they need, like, a pencil sharpener? Yeah. So they're saying they okay, have you ever sharpened a pencil with a knife? Okay, well, same. It's not as nice as, like, using a pencil sharpener. A pencil sharpener is not a threat to a pencil. I feel like there has to be consent. It's a small circle. Yeah. 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 Oh. Oh, is it like when the last word disappears or something? Like the Corolla, you know, where the colors are written on the pencil. Once that disappears, they're done. I feel like other craft supplies could take on the pencils. Oh, so they have scissors on their side. I mean, I don't think a scissors, at least mine couldn't cut a pencil. There. I feel like I might even break the scissors before the... Is sewing like a kit that's here, or what's the age group of this kid? Okay, sewing's probably not a thing then. I mean, I was sewing at 7, but I don't know if other kids were. I was a weird kid. I just, you know, I thought needles being thrown into the deaths of the humans would have, you know, upped the gore level. But I don't think that's... Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what tools I have here. Felt's probably one. We've got the... I don't even remember what they're called. The pipe cleaners. There we go. We've got pipe cleaners. I'm sure we have all the poof balls. We have googly eyes. I don't know what the googly eyes do, but I love the idea of having a bunch of googly eyes. Are each of the googly eyes sentient? I am fascinating. A little creepy. I don't think I'd want to be a googly eye. Okay, so we've got googly eyes, that act like the Mr. Potato's Head's eyes. This is very Toy Story. But with crafts. We just need, you know, everything's so soft and fluffy. And this is the problem with craft supplies. Yeah, I assume we have ribbon. Do we have stamps? We would have stamps and ink. Those guys can hurt things. I think I could break a pencil with a stamp. It would take a little bit, like, but I don't know, you could hammer it out. No, you're right, they're not gonna have the high quality custom stamps I have. How foolish of me. I'm a legit crafter. I don't know what a kid crafts with. I had nice stamps as a kid. I got like the nice stamp sets at Hobby Lobby when they go on sale. So you could get like nice little stamp sets for like $5 and they'd have like 20 different themed stamps. I still have them all. I guess that works for craft supplies, especially if every googly eye is alive and a pack of googly eyes comes with like 200. Pipe cleaners you can add. Is this like a family that bought in bulk like my family did, or no? Well, yeah, no, but I'm just like trying to get a grasp on like what the supplies look like here. Is this a homeschool family? Isaac, was this a homeschool family or a public school family? This makes a difference. What you told, look, I need details. I just... That's my job. I'm here to break it. I don't know what that means. Oh, if it's a private school family, Isaac, I promise you they did not use Corolla colored pencils. So, actually, it couldn't be a private school family. Your whole foundation just crumbled. If it's a homeschool family, they might be cheap enough, you might get away with it. Which does... Also, wait, are you saying that a child was murdered by colored pencils? And friends? I am... Dear goodness. Anyone who says I'm the dark one just needs to come back to this episode. And realize that we are both the problem. I'm not alone in it. I'm sorry, coffee? I'm only half listening. What about the coffee? Oh my goodness. Isaac, are you okay? I mean, I did too, but I'm not fantasizing about that. Or let me rephrase that. I'm not verbally sharing my fantasies about that on the internet for all to hear. This is public. Everyone's going to hear this. Okay. You're doing this to a 7-year-old child who likes arts and crafts. Did he know he was murdering them? Did they come to life and say, hey kid, you're actually killing us by doing this, could you not? Yeah. Sid's traumatized, but at least he's alive. As a child, yeah, doing the garbage man thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No, don't distract from what you've done. You can't distract a Toy Story. You have just created a craft horror movie loosely based off of Animal Farm. I feel like I've learned something new about you and I don't know how to feel about it. I'm concerned about your mental health, Isaac. I think I'm gonna have some weird dreams tonight. Cool. Okay, uprising. I've gotta uprise against these child murdering colored pencils. with a bunch of soft things. Those things snap so easily. I think the best bet is just one thread and another thread, and you tie one on each pencil end, and then you just... Or you, like, tie up the pencil, right? And then you put it on, like, a bar, or, like, a thin... at the edge of the table and hold it on. So you know how you can, like, break a pencil against a table by just holding half of it down and then, like, slamming really hard on the other half and snapping it? On, like, a table edge? You can't question my sanity anymore after this. So they could do that with, like, the stamps. They're heavy enough, and, like, or the stamps are the cheap stamps. The stupid. I don't know, if you get a little group of people and they can jump off and start snapping it in half. Look, the rock collection's still a thing, right? You've established that. Look, string? Look, with a string and a good pulley system, you can do anything. Oh yes, we have scissors to deal with. I don't know how to deal with the scissors, to be honest. Glue? I don't know what side glue's on. All you have to do is glue them closed. Okay, that's good. All you need to do is glue some scissors shut. They gotta have... They got some glue sticks, I assume. That's true, they do. Yeah, again, they wouldn't have the glue I have. That's an instant dry, and if you're not careful, you'll glue your fingers together, which I have done before. I would not trust... I barely trust me, a 23-year-old, with that glue. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't give it to a 7-year-old either. My screw's just not strong enough. I don't know how strong, like, a sentient scissors are. Like, do they have the force of a human hand? Or are they stuck, like, with the force of a 7-year-old's hand? Also, these are safety scissors, aren't they? They could still cut thread. Like, that doesn't change anything. But these are safety scissors, right? I wasn't either, but I don't know what the status of this family is. Is that it? As his homeschoolers, I don't think I ever owned safety scissors. Well, I also had older siblings. That's true. I also had older siblings, so they always just had normal scissors. Yeah, exactly. Don't run with scissors. I'm just having so many childhood memories like pop in my head of like me at 6 or 7. I'm trying to remember when I did crafting. I spent most of my 7-year-old years outside more so than crafting. I didn't really get into crafting until like middle school. When I took my first scrapbooking class, I remember it fondly. Are there like other things on the desk that just simply... Stapler! What's the stapler doing? And this is the same with the hole puncher. Those things are heavy. Okay, so we can't... But we could have the stapler. I was gonna say, my stapler at least was heavy. And I had the cheap stapler. Yeah. Oh, what about the stapler remover? Do they have one of those? Those things are creepy. That could do things. That thing can hold a pencil. You can hold a pencil inside of it in, like, in a death grip. I just imagine those things being like little dogs. If anything's a dog in the craft world, it's like those stapler removers. Which I totally did not play with as a child and pretend it was a dog on my desk. Like, that's just what it was. Or I still do it, honestly. I'm bored. Aww. That's cute. That's cute. It doesn't make the rest of this world okay, but it does make me feel a little bit better. Alright, Isaac, what about markers and crayons? How are they feeling? Okay. So for color, are they like using the crayons since they don't want to use themselves? And the markers instead? I was about to say, this is not enlisting, this is slavery. Also, while we were talking, I broke my pencil. Look, this is my only pencil. We better not be doing that. No, it's just for some reason the eraser stopped working. I think I fixed it. Maybe. I'll worry about that later. I'll stop playing with it. I told you, I fiddle with pencils and like erasers and stuff. It's a problem. Index cards. Cool. I'm looking at my craft desk right now, just naming things. Highlighters? I had highlighters as 7. Oh, look, Espo markers, we all know those aren't lasting long. They've got a short lifespan. Yeah, they're not doing that yet. Ooh, clay! Play-Doh! We gotta have Play-Doh. Kept your Play-Doh separate? No, like, I'm asking, did you keep the Play-Doh separate as a good kid? Interesting. We had an entire room that was just, like, crafts and school stuff, so... Like, all this stuff you're saying, it wouldn't have stayed on a desk, it would have been just all over in a room. Could they could they have folded a paper, alright? Could a crayon sacrifice himself to write a note to the Play-Doh? A paper fold itself into a plane and be flung across the room to request help from the Play-Doh people? Well, the crayon would be giving a little bit of its life to write a note. I got a taste of heaven. I guess then they wouldn't have to write a note because the paper could share the message, but I thought just in case the paper didn't make it. Better safe than sorry. Alright, so the paper airplane goes and then enlists the help of the Play-Doh. What happens next? I guess that's better than what I thought when you said, like, the paper was just gonna get there and all of the Play-Doh would have just been dried out and dead, and it'd be like Bombay or something. Yeah, it's safer. No. Question mark. I've never tried. I know that, like, you can bring some life to it if you, like, fold it constantly, so you could sit there with hardened Play-Doh and, like, mend it and, like, bend it, and eventually it'll get kinda okay, but there's a point of no return, I think. Great. Alright, airplane's gonna fly back, and share the sad news with the others. How many pencils are there? Of 12? Okay. You know, there's like 800 googly eyes. I think they could overwhelm them. You do realize there's a reason frogs was one of the 12 plagues of Egypt, right? I was kind of hoping you'd say something like gnats or bugs, and I could just be like, you do realize that was also one of the 12 plagues. They also bite. You could say that if you like, but at the same time, you're being overwhelmed by a bunch of eyes, and now that suddenly you're seeing everything all at once, and that just sounds painful. They only have one hole puncher. They only have 2 pairs of scissors max here. Maybe 3. Like, this is just... You had multiple hole punchers growing up? We had a 3-hole puncher, but it was a really, really nice one, and it was my dad's, and if we touched it, we would have been murdered. And then I had my own, like, single hole puncher. And then I had a mini, like, really cheap plastic one that punched out apples, and that was about it. I mean, right now I have an alphabet one, which I love, but otherwise... So it punches out, like, letters. I feel like we're not good representation of the average family for craft supplies. There's nothing accident about this tragedy. Shredder! Is there a shredder in here, and is it sentient? Okay, well... Have you never, like, shredded paper and then made things out of shredded paper? That's a fun time. Oh, I wholeheartedly agree, but just because it's dead doesn't mean you can't make things out of it. I'm just sharing all my my childhood craft stories. Is dried macaroni alive in this world? It really is. I personally have never done an arts and crafts with it before. Okay. Valid. Okay. I'm okay with that. But tissue paper. No, I agree. But I still think, like, number-wise, the color pencils are just so outnumbered compared to... I mean, crayon packs, the average is 64. Googly eyes, they come in packs of, like, 100 and something. Markers, you've got 12. And there's probably multiple packs of markers, like the thin ones and the thick ones. The stapler, he seems pretty fickle, so he'll join the side that's winning. We never established what the decorative scissors sides go on, but they're pretty useless, so it doesn't really matter. We've got the glue. If we free the pencil sharp... Those lives are already lost at this point. Yeah. Look, it's just a sacrifice. In war, there are sacrifices. If it means preventing future hostages, maybe. I'm not gonna say anything. Because you've lost the right to say that after today. Yes, of anything, look, that's an option. Let's just burn the house with all of the colored the pencils inside of it. They're also flammable. Yeah, I think the papers would be okay with this. They get to go to heaven and become paper airplanes. They'll be fine. All they have to do is burn off the Corolla. Exactly. Just out of this is more like a curiosity. Also, we're like nearly the end of time, but what happens if you sharpen a pencil on both ends? Does walking just become hard? I don't know how these things move around, actually. Okay, so we'd have to like roll. Awesome. Anyways, I think that's how we're gonna end it. Is just all the paper has been burned to a crisp, but the pencils went with it, and now some other craft item can become the dictator because you know Animal Farm. Or we could just not and leave it here. Or we could just not. So are you saying that while I was playing with a stapler remover pretending it was a dog, you were playing with a stapler pretending it was a vampire? It's a stapler, not a plier. Plur? A vampler? It's a vampler?
That sounds dumb though.
That sounds like a sample.
I like that's why I said vampire. I like vampire.
But it's not a plier, it's a staple.
Yeah, but pliers aren't in arts and crafts most of the time. I mean, maybe some. I use it for...
They're tools.
They're tools, but...
I use pliers in arts and crafts all the time.
Yeah, they're tools. So maybe...
Especially if you do jewelry making, which is... Oh, beads! We have beads! Oh, okay, there's too many crafts. We need to stop.
I just realized that in the lore of this world, we've given an X-Acto blade to a 7-year-old.
Yeah?
That just crossed my mind.
When did you get your first pocket knife?
Probably around 11, 12.
I think it was 10. Yeah, I don't think I had one that was 7.
Yeah, but an X-Acto blade is a little bit different. Yeah, X-Acto blades are very sharp. Anyway, so
I'm too tired.
Everything's on fire now. Staplers have become vampire creatures, and they are now dominating the arts and crafts table and ordering in more souls to torture. The end.
Cool. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.